Hello gentlemen, today we are going to discuss about foreign material exclusion FME. To start further and to go further, we have to understand these three terms, then you can easily understand what actually the foreign material exclusion is it. The foreign material system breach and plant shutdown. Foreign material are those material which is not a part of any system, any equipment or any machine, like dirt, debris, tools, broken parts, paint, clear plastic, your PPs, etc. And what is called the system breach? Suppose you are going to maintain and repair any system like your generator, your AC HVAC and your CD disc, your television, etc. That means you are breaching now. And what is called the plant shutdown period? Suppose you have just stopped your plant. A plant has been stopped. For what is the purpose to stop the plant? That means there is some inspection, repair, upgrade, refueling, performance check. So why these things are important to do? We are going to check, and we are checking now all the design or all the plant systems, equipments and machines are running correctly. What do we expect? And as per its design, means its functionality are working in a correct way or not. That's why we shut down the plant to check, repair, inspect all the system. Let's example like a nuclear power plant. Every year and every year plus month there is a one outage for refueling, means they just load the fuel in the reactor vessel for further reaction, for further operation. So during this outage, so many other systems are going to open, like a turbine generator, boiler, condenser area and the turbine generator casing valves and so on. So this is called plant shutdown period. And the next is, here are some pictures. This is a turbine and the maintenance are taking during this shutdown period. Now you can look, this is a turbine blade and it has been open now. Suppose any foreign material fallen down in this system, its impact will be very worse, like turbine blades will be break and its cost will be very high to install a new blades, cost effective to retrieve the foreign material. Plant trip, shutdown delay, that's also a cost effective. And loss of generation, means if the 10 days turbine generator will not be able to start and more, that means we are losing the 10 days generation, means electricity will not be produced upcoming 10 days. Now we are ready to clear about the foreign material exclusion. A foreign material exclusion is a process or practice to save the plant, system, equipment or machine to introduction of foreign material in it. That means it is a practice and it is a procedure that plant management team follow this and all the worker follow this to save the plant system, to introduce any foreign material in it, like tools, any hammer, wrench and so on. But the question is that how to save plant system by FME. Before start to breach any plant system, equipment or machine, suppose there is some maintenance require a particular types of a valve and a heater and a condenser area. So before breach the system, there is some procedure, like we have to just make a plan what actually we are going to do, what is the safe practice and what will be the step-by-step procedure to complete your work. So before breach this system, we must have to take approval by FME coordinator on FME plan. So FME coordinator is the lead person who will be responsible for all the plant's FME activities. Now how to control the plant system through FME? This is a very important question. After the FME plan are approved, means if the FME plan is approved, and you are ready to go, ready to breach the system. So before the system, FME coordinator provides some control procedure to save those systems that are breached. Suppose a particular types of systems are open now, that is called breach. So before breach, before open the system, FME coordinator provides some control stuffs like FME monitor, FME device, FME zone, signage, buffer zone, FME control log, and FME closeout inspection. With this all entities, we can just overcome all these plans safely. So next, what is FME monitor? So FME monitor, a kind of a person who is a competent, trained, and have a knowledge how to control FME area. And what is FME device? A device that is helpful to save the breach system from foreign material that are taken out during activities. Suppose you are going to take some devices like atmospheric evaluator, like a O2 monitor, like your hammer, your wrench, your screwdriver, anything. So FME device are save these all things with a lanyard, like handcuffs, bags, and so on. FME cover as well. You have already picture shown, and you can see, how the tool is secure here, and the lanyard already connected with the handcuffs, and the cover is here used on some open tubes and valve, so on. Now, what is FME zone? FME zone are a boundary that indicates system breach are under the control of FME procedure and personnel entry and exit. That means a types of a boundary that show other people, indicate other people that this area is under the control of FME procedure. That means do not enter inside, please. Like, and there is a signage. So there is a two kinds of signage here, like a standard risk zone and high risk zone. So what is the difference between these two signage? We are going to discuss in the next video and slide now. So come to the next point is FME buffer zone. This is also a boundary, a kind of a boundary adjacent to the FME zone for extra control. What is the FME control log? It is the log that record all the necessary tools that are carrying inside the FME zone. That means all the tools which is carrying out and in. So FME log sheet record the dispositions of tools, equipments, and so on. FME closeout inspection. This is the very important and necessary. That is the last part of this. Once the job is done, our FME coordinator go inside, check everything, nothing is left there, then come outside and approve to close the gate. Now let's start the work in a plant, how actually the FME work inside the plant. Suppose a mechanical team have some work and going to open the high pressure heater. This is a heater. Before system breach, all the FME procedures are need to be installed, like FME monitor, FME barrier with FME control log and devices. FME monitor must be qualified. So the first step will be those FME monitor will be responsible for. As a FME monitor, you must check all the worker are qualified, like they have a certificate and ready to FME worker, like hard hat with a chin strip, glass with a lanyard, badge cap out, no dust on shoes, and so on. Proper barrier with a correct signage and area are clean before system breach. It must be clean before any system breach. The second step is, before enter in the system, check all the unnecessary items are kept outside on desk. That's very important and easy terms you can understand. Make sure all the tools and devices are secure. It's very easy terms. Make sure all the tools and devices are secure with the lanyard before carrying into the system. Means all the device and tools should be secure with a lanyard to save the system to introductions of foreign material. Next is make sure clear plastic should not be carried inside. Make sure all the tools and the device must be recorded in the FME control log with its correct disposition and time. At what time the hammer is going inside and coming outside, and so on. Any restricted item must be take approval by senior. There's a senior management approve some extra tool like a dead blow hammer and the wire brush should not be allowed inside the FME zone, and if there is some requirement we need some approval from our senior management side. The prohibited items are not allowed to carry like a clear items like a clear plastic and so on. If any FME are found or lost into the system, stop the work and report to the FME coordinator. This will be the last step of our FME monitor, that if anything happen they just report to our FME coordinator. FME monitor has authority to stop all the work, all the task, all the job if any violations they found during work, like no FME plan, no barrier, no training certificate and so on. So they can stop the work immediately. Now come to the point of signage. There are two signage, standard risk and high risk. This is the definition, that means standard risk zone and high risk zone and the difference between them. Like these types of zones are installed on those systems which has a very low chance to break system functionality and high chance to easily retrieval of foreign material. Suppose a simple wall is there and something is fallen down on the surface, you can easily take it out, no problem. But what about the high risk? If something is fallen down like a spent fuel pool and reactor cavities and condenser area and turbine area, so it will be very difficult to retrieve those foreign materials. So that's why we make it high risk zone. So this all things and contrast make them difference between high risk and standard risk. Now FME closeout inspection, COI, it's a very important task. Once our other team complete their job, human make mistakes, so like everything is written here, that FME coordinator go inside and check it and take out, and if any foreign material found and not found, once everything is clear they approve to close the gate of system. Now let's understand with example. Suppose this is a heater that is a high risk. Before bridge the system, we have to set up the high risk FME boundary with a high risk signage FME zone that will be in red in color. The FME monitor will be adjacent to this boundary. FME monitor are the responsible of all the activities that are going to be taken inside this heater, like what kinds of tools will be carried out, what kinds of tools will be going inside, what kind of things, paper, devices are going to be carried inside and outside. The FME monitor can control this all things with the help of some log sheets that is called FME control log sheets. This log sheet has some information like what time, what kinds of tools and which persons are going to take inside everything. So this is a systems that the maintenance are going to be taken now. So what will happen? The persons who are going to work inside should be trained, so they will show the certifications of FME worker, and all the stuffs belong to them, like its personal items, coins, watches, rings, chains, jewelry should be kept here on the desk before take the entrance in this FME zone. Suppose they are going to carry one hammer with them, like any wrench, and this is a hammer and this is a wrench. So all the tools must be secure with a lanyard which will be available on the desk of FME monitor, and they will tie with the handcuffs and tie with something else Once it will be fall down, the tools will be hang like this. So the system will be safe to get any foreign material by any person during maintenance. So these kinds of activities are taken in the foreign material exclusion. This practice is called foreign material exclusion. Once the job is done, our FME coordinator will come here to inspect all the area inside this machine, this system. Is there any chance of foreign material get inside by mistake? Once the evaluation is done, the close-out inspection is done, this system will be closed. So these kinds of activities are taken during the maintenance and then during the outage.